Hello, I'm back again on my YouTube channel. It has been a very long time that I've not been trading. I'm back again, guys. Guys, I take a break from trading because I was doing a lot of things. I have a physical job, so it has taken much of my time, so I've not been trading. So I'm back again to share my thought on USDJPY on how you guys can, look how you guys can trade it and how we can mark our key levels, guys. So I'm back again, guys. So we are back again. You already know that I'm a swing trader. I do swing trade. Okay, I start to analyze at the monthly time frame down to the weekly, daily, and then 4 hour. I stop at 4 hour. I execute my trading at 4 hour. So as you can see, we have the major. This is USDJPY. So we're going to mark it right now. So let's mark our key areas right now. So this is our first resistance here, key area, and second resistance. I mean, second that is support. That's a support area. We have a support area around the zone. Then we have another resistance area around the zone here. So this is the major key areas on the monthly time frame. So we have to move down to the weekly right now. So let's move down to the weekly and see what we have. So I'm having connection issues, guys. You guys should just partner with me. So we have marked our key areas. You can see this was the key areas on the monthly time frame, and now we are on the weekly. So we have to mark our weekly. We have this one, and now I have to change the color. The reason why I'm changing this color is because whenever price is coming at the zone, I want to understand where price is coming at. Um, um, weekly level, and I have to know that this is the weekly level, this is this monthly level. So I have to mark all of those zones so that I can understand what I'm doing better. We have this, and we have this here. So these are the areas on the weekly time, on the weekly time frame. So let's dive into the daily. So reason why we're marking those places is because those are very key important area whereby price intend to react in the start. Sometimes price can react at those zones. We call those zones some areas are key, our key area of support and resistance. We sometimes fall as supply and demand in some cases. So right now we are on our daily, right? So on our daily, what do we have on our daily and how can we capitalize on this? So I have this here. Let me change the color. Which is color to blue. Blue is our daily right now. I have this here as my support. This is resistance. I have this as my cocoa support, and I have another daily support here. The resistance, and I have the daily support around the zones. So we have marked all the most key areas that we have to mark. So what am I looking for? In an overall direction, we are on a downtrend, you understand? We are on the downtrend, but if you move down to, let's say, you move down to the weekly time frame, you can see that price is sitting at the support area, very strong support area, whereby price we will look into. Remember, you understand this key area. This is the key area that we are looking at. Price might start reversing, but what I'm still looking for sales. I'm looking for price to come this around this zone before we start looking for buys. You understand? Price is going to sell more. So what I'm expecting when I'm expecting price to still sell more. So what am I going to do now is that let's now go back to the daily. We have marked out the most key areas on the daily. So the next thing we want to see what is price doing at the moment. So you will see that overall, we were expecting price to come back to this supply area and then start selling. It didn't approach this area, then we have a huge sell down. You understand? Came back to this area here, we thought it's going to break it, it didn't break it. Around this area, went up again, you understand? Now it's still trying to come back. So we are still, the market now is just kind of like, let me say, consolidation or whatsoever. So what I'm looking here is that price we may see price, set a little bit down to this area here, come down, be sell down here, and then come back to the supply area, which is around the zone for a good sell. So I'm looking to see if price will come back to this area here. You understand? For a sell. Or price will respect the zone and go back to its normal base of supply. You understand? So this is what I'm looking at. If price break this key area here, come down here, I'm expecting price to come back to this level and then sell off. So that is what I'm expecting on USDJPY, guys. That is my own, analysis on this pair. So this is how I'm going to trade this pair. So that is what I have on this one. So, and if I'm buying from that zone, I mean if I'm selling from that zone, I'll be expecting to take profit. Let me see something. We're expecting to take profit around. I think let me use my field to see what's going to happen. I'm getting what I want to. I'm getting what I want. I'm getting what I want. Let me go down to the monthly. Let's go down to the monthly and see what the price is doing. So what I'm expecting is that we expect price to come down to a major level here around the zone. I'm looking at this area here. That's what I'm looking at. So that's the area I'm looking at on the daily. If price could give me what I want. So if price could at 132, I'm expecting price to come down to 132 if possible. But before price could come to that place, I'm expecting price to break these key areas around the zone. If we break this one here, come back here, go back to this supply area and then start selling up. So that is what I'm expecting right now. That is what I'm expecting. But if price doesn't do that, if price keep buying to this area, I'll be expecting this stop. This place is still valid. But if price break these key support areas around the zone, come back here, yeah, we should be expecting something like this. We should be expecting something like this. We should be expecting something like this. So down. So it's a huge swing trading. So it's a very huge swing, and that is what I'm looking on USD JPY. That's my own potential. That's what I'm looking at. But if price did not do that, I'm really expecting price to maybe break, go back to the normal um the key area around the zone if possible. This area here, if price did not really touch. So this was the supply area. We're expecting price was here, so the top price was gonna hit this zone and start selling, but it didn't. It just came here and then sell off, and then now you can see what's happening. So we might see price even go back to this area, or we might see price break a little bit the key, daily support areas, and then come back to this supply area and then bump to the downside. So that is the most that is what I'm expecting on this pair at the moment. That's what I'm expecting on this pair at the moment. So, and for those of you who are like trying to understand on how I mark my chart, let me go to GBP USD. Let me go to GBP USD. Let me go to the 1 month time frame because I'm a very soon trader, right? As a beginner trader or as a trader, if you want to trade, you know, where you want to trade trade as a good trader, the most thing that you want to do is that you want to go as high as the monthly time frame. We start to analyze on the monthly time frame. And when you start to analyze at the monthly time frame, you're going to see, you know, things in a different way. You understand? You're gonna see price in a different form, in a different way. Get me? So so you can see how I'm marking my chart. You understand? This was one of the most key, support area. The moment price broke it, and then you can see how price is going up. So these are very very key important area that you have to be marking, so that when price is approaching those areas, what you should be expecting, you should be expecting a reaction. You understand? After you expect a reaction, the next thing you want to look out for, what am I going to do? Am I going to sell or am I going to buy at the moment? So when you see what is going to happen, you see the reaction, you see how the market is moving, then you know how to execute at the 4 hour. So that is how I do, you understand? So you will see that we mark out those key areas, and if you now dive into, maybe you go down to the weekly, you're gonna see more support areas, you're gonna see more, room of support. You understand? So you're gonna mark those support again at the weekly, go down to the month and to the daily, you mark it, you go down to the 4 hour, you mark those key areas, you understand? So when you mark those key areas, we are expecting a reaction, you understand? There are two things that happen. There are two things that happen, you understand? If you have a market breaking resistance or a support, market will come back to its origin, which is the supply or demand area, or it will break that support and then give you a retest before it start going up. So you should be expecting those two key areas, you understand? That these are key areas that you should be looking out for, you understand? So you can see that. And now here we are on the weekly, right? So on this weekly too, you should be looking at to see, more room of support and resistance, right? So you can see another support here. This one is a support area, and we have another support thing around this zone. So which is here, you can see. So let me take this here. Let me put it. This is the monthly. So if you can move, if you see some here, you can mark this one and this one and this one. These are the most key areas. I mean resistant areas on the weekly time frame, and we have marked the most key areas on the weekly. We have this support around the zone. So you can see that I've marked all of those things. So the next thing you want to do is you have to go down to the daily, you understand? Marking those key areas is giving you the clue where market is going to go. If the week is starting, where is this market going to want to move to? How am I going to trade this market? You understand? We have the daily support here. Then we have um, the daily resistance around the zone. I just break the daily resistance. So these are the most key areas right now that we have. You understand? You can even go as far as zooming out to go to this side and look for your daily resistance, and then because this side is your daily resistance you're looking for, while the current price around the zone is your um daily support. You can see our daily support around this zone, right? You see this one, this one, this one. You can see this and this, and then so far. So you can see, so now you have to move down to the 4 hour and then look onto the 4 hour. What is market doing? What is market doing? How am I going to trade? Because there are two things that happen with this time frame something. When price break a daily resistance, it come back to the origin, or it create a support area and break the daily resistance and then continue with the trend. Vice versa, monthly, vice versa, daily, vice versa, 15 minutes, vice versa, 1 hour. So you should put note of that. You should put note of that. You can see that here we have this. This is the 4 hour resistance and 4 hour the support. So there are two things now. It's whether price come back to this 4 hours and demand area here, which is support here, starts buying to the top side, or you might see price create this area here, create this support area here, break this level and then start going up. Or if you want to see a reversal pattern here, price have to break this one. After breaking this one, you want price to retest back to the supply area and then start to sell. So that is how you trade the market, you guys. That's how you should be looking at the market on the higher time frame and understand where and how you should be looking to trade in the long run. So that is how I do trade, guys. So thank you for watching this short video. I will come back next week, and next will be a very fantastic video. God bless you. Do it to subscribe to my YouTube channel.